Hey, my YouTube families out there, I am here again for you, and I want to say greetings to you all. I want to welcome all those that have been here. I want to thank you for everything you have been doing, the way you've been subscribing, your comments, your likes, your dislikes, everything I say. I want to so thank you for it. And I really want to send a shout out again to you and to wish you all a happy and a blessed weekend. Of course, I have just sent my weekend message to you all out there, and I hope you will definitely subscribe to that. You will like it, and you will send your dislikes, you will send your likes, because I really will want to know what is going on. And shortly before I really go for the weekend, I just want to bring a message to you again, parents out there. Of course, I am just here always loving my kids, and you know what, I'm really thinking of setting up something for kids. It can be counseling, it can be advice, it can be anything, but I am really into this kids, and it keeps burning in me. The passion keeps increasing every day, and anytime I think about them, it just pop up in my head, and then I am here again to give that to you. I definitely cannot hold it back. I definitely cannot keep it at all from you. So that is why I am here again. Before I go I begin my weekend. I go for the weekend, and what I have today for you is sharing our hopes and our dreams with our kids, sharing our hopes, our dreams, our visions, sharing the things that are going on with us, the things that are bothering us, the successes that we are making, the headways that we are making in our lives, whatever thing we are doing, we definitely cannot but share them with our children. These children, you may think that they don't know what is going on in the homes, they don't know what is going on around you, they don't even know what is going on in your office, but I'll bet you that they know what is happening, they know what is going on with you, they know how you are feeling when you're sick, they can feel it. When there is nothing at home, they can feel it. When there is nothing going on in the home, they can feel it. When mom sit at home or dad sit at home without doing anything, they can feel it. They know what's happening, they know what's going on. And so we cannot but share our hopes, share our dreams, share our visions, share the things that are going on with us. So today I just want to bring you three things, three ways that we can really tell our kids what's happening with us, what's going on with us, and to tell them that they are part of whatever is going on, whether good, whether bad, whether ugly. Because definitely it's not only when things are going on bright and beautiful that we can tell our kids. If there is money, yes, they should know, because we can give them all the goodies there is to give them. But when there is no money, then we keep hiding it from them, and we treat them as if they are not even important, as if they don't even know, or they should not know what is happening with us. But definitely, parents out there, I want to tell you that they have to know what is going on out there, and if possible they have to be involved in what is going on out there. And so today, the first thing I want to bring with you, if you are to really share your hopes and dreams, or maybe you really need to let your children into you, to let your children into your home, to let your children into the things that are going on in your home, I think the first thing that parents really needs to do is to withdraw certain opportunities, to withdraw certain goodies, to withdraw certain privileges from them. If you can do that, then you will definitely know, or they would definitely know, that something is going on somewhere, or something is happening in this home, or it is not always bright and beautiful in this home. But if you can't withdraw opportunities, if you can't withdraw privileges, if you have been used to giving your children so amount, and you just cannot hold back, you keep, even if you have to borrow to give them, you don't hold back, I tell you, you are spoiling these kids. Because for all I know, even if you're borrowing to satisfy them, even if you're lending to satisfy them, one day that oil, or that hole will just dry up. And I tell you, what are you going to do? What are you going to tell them? When there is plenty, let them know that there is plenty. When there is nothing, let them know that there is nothing. And even when there is something, what you have to do to really have check and balances at home, or to check on their emotions, or the things that they can feel inside, withhold some opportunities, withhold some privileges. withhold the gifts you've been giving them. If you have been used to giving your child, for example, 10,000 leons for lunch, and then every day is like a routine. Every day you keep doing that. Every day you keep giving them, and then someday you just try them. Just try them to really think if they can cope. If something can just happen from the blues, try to give them 5,000. Yeah, try to give them 5,000. And if you give them the 5,000 and you can just look at their reactions, and you tell them, hey, it's not always going to be here. Can you please manage with this? Because if you are withholding some opportunities, if you are withholding some privileges from them, then you need to let them know what is happening. You need to let them know that you're not doing this because you hate them. You're not doing this because you want to be wicked. You're not doing this because you want to be unfair, but you're just doing it so that when there is nothing, they will learn to manage. We're simply teaching our children management, and everybody is a manager today. But why not our kids? There, we just leave them aside. We just treat them as near. No, they're kids. They're kids. They're not just kids. They know, they can understand. So let's also make them managers. If we are managers in the offices, in our businesses, in our homes, parents are the best managers there is. So why can't we teach our children to be managers? So if you want to make your child a manager, you want your child to manage the little that is in the home, the little that mom and dad can do with, try withholding some opportunities. And when you do that, do it when there is plenty. Do it when that thing is still around. Just cut it a little and just to know their reactions. And the other thing that you can really do, to share your hopes, your dreams with your kid, is to encourage or instill the spirit of sharing with your kids. For us parents, certain parents out there, when your child is around with other kids, how do you treat them? How do you treat them equally, or you treat your own child as important than other kids? Let's encourage our kids. Let's instill in them. Let's encourage them to be sharing with other people. We don't want to raise a bunch of kids that are selfish. We don't want to raise a bunch of kids that cannot even share. They don't even want to be around other people, because if you can teach your kids to share the little they have, then I'll tell you, they will love to be around people. You're not raising these kids to be with you for the rest of their lives. You're training them that when they are of age, they can just go like a bird. They can fly and just explore the world. And you want them to be relaxed in that world. You want them to feel free in the world. And if you want them to feel free in the world, they study at home. Let them learn to live with people. Let them learn to share with people. Let them learn to accommodate other people, to accommodate other children. And when other children are around you, what you have to do is treat them the same. If possible, well, I say, not all parents are like other parents. If possible, you can give the other kids some preferential treatment. I'll tell you. You can give them. Sometimes they say, hey mom, what are you doing? They'll definitely wait. They'll definitely not scold you in front of the other kids. I tell you for free. But they'll wait until you are home, and then they'll ask, mommy, why did you do that? Mommy, which means you love the other kid more than me. No, tell them that, no, I love you very, very much, but I just want you to be accommodating. And you're instilling something in that kid's life. And when that kid grows up, they will know that they should prefer other people above themselves. And it's a good virtue that you are sowing in that kid's life. So please, parents, encourage them. And as much as we love them, and as much as we want to give them the best, but when other kids are around, let's refrain from just being biased, from just treating them as kings and queens and princes and princesses that they are. Let's share it. Let's share the love among other kids. Treat other kids as if they are yours. Treat them as if they are your kids. Let them know. Let them know that they are also important. And now, the last one that I will bring to you before I wrap up this is refusing your kids some request at certain point in time. Kids Mommy, I want sweet. Mommy, I want diamond. Mommy, I want shoe. Mommy, I want clothes. Mommy, I want this. Mommy, I want. It's on their lips. Every day, every time you go out, they want everything. But if you are to bring that kids into the life that you are living, into the home that you are in, into the finances that you are earning, then the things that you have to do is to start refusing that kids some request. You start refusing them some requests, because I tell you, if you can give all the kids, if you can give all the kids needs now, then tomorrow, if you don't have, those kids will go astray. If you can provide, fine. But even if you can provide, sometimes you have to prioritize the needs of these kids. Prioritize it. For all they know, they don't even know what they want, they don't know what they need. They want everything, but it's not everything they need. So as much as we love them, we want to provide everything for them, and we are dying in our offices doing all the odd jobs for them. We are finding all the money for them, in as much as we are doing that. But we have to save up for them. And in saving up for them, we have to prioritize their needs and wants. Their needs can be up the scale, and then the wants can be down the scale. And then we have to prioritize even the needs. So give your kids when it's necessary. Give them the things that they need, things that is necessary for that particular point in time. And if you can treat them like that, and always learn to converse with them, always learn to tell them. You just can't refuse a kid and leave them like that. If you're refusing a kid, then you need to tell that kid that, hey, you want sweet now, but too much sweet is not good for the teeth. Let them know. You want clothes now, but you have dozens of clothes in your wardrobe. Can you please manage it for some time? I'll buy you a new one, maybe at Christmas or on your birthday. Let them know. Don't just keep them in the loop. Don't just keep them tied up in one corner. No. You have to share with them what is happening. You have to share with them what is going on. If there's a change in the home, maybe a guest is visiting, let them know that somebody is coming over. Let them know that a relative is coming to stop by. Let them know that some relatives are visiting, a friend is visiting. They just can't barge on these kids at home. So let's try to let them just know what is happening, what is going on with us. Now, before I close, I just bring you a testimony, and this is a live testimony that I want to share with you concerning this particular and all-important topic, sharing our hopes, our dreams with our kids. Now, there's this wonderful family. I tell you, they are like all of you parents out there. They're so caring, they're so loving, and they don't want to just you know crowd the minds of the little kid they have. They don't want to just tell the kid anything and everything, especially when there is not much. And there was this financial constraint that we are going on in their home, and they keep grumbling, they can grumble to themselves when the kid is not around, but sometimes these kids, they eavesdrop. And this kid has been eavesdropping, and of course he knows in in passing what's happening with mom and dad. And because of this persistent behind the door grumbles and everything, all of the things that they are going through, this kid was going through some health challenges, and whenever she goes to school, she can just have this challenge. And but what happened was, she was keeping that to herself. She was not telling mommy, she was not telling daddy. And this kid had developed a chronic typhoid. It was eating her up. It was just swallowing her up. But she can't share with her mommy and daddy for the fear that there is no money at home. And mommy and daddy cannot afford it now to take her to the hospital. So she was suffering secretly. And then one day, the attack just increased. And then she started vomiting blood. It was alarming to the parent, and they had to rush with that kid to the hospital. We thank God that they went there on time to save that kid's life. Otherwise, they should have lost that kid. And at the end of the day, when they came back home, they asked, why were you not telling us? Were you not feeling anything? Were you not feeling your head? Were you not feeling feverish and all of the things, the symptoms? Were you not feeling them? And then he opened up and said, well, I was afraid. Why were you afraid? We are your parent, and you can really tell us anything. Why were you afraid? And you know what that kid told them? That, Mom, Dad, I have been hearing you talking that there is nothing at home, that there was no money. So I was afraid. I didn't want to embarrass you. I didn't want to put you behind, put you in the position where you want to take me to the hospital, but you can't take me to the hospital. So I just kept that to myself. So parents out there, I think this is a testimony that we all have to learn from. For all we can say is we thank God that the situation presented itself and God just intervened and God took care of it. But what about you? That child can have another opportunity, but your child can never have another opportunity. So which means we need to make hay while the sun shines. We need to intervene. We need to tell them, to share with them. If there is no money, let them know in a positive perspective that, hey, right now mommy and daddy are going through some financial constraint, but don't you worry, because soon we will sort it out. Let them know and understand what is going on. Parents out there, this is how I want to close, and I send you again a shout out to all the wonderful parents out there. If you have a kid or two, keep loving that kid. Keep sharing your hopes, your dreams with that kid. Whatever is going on in the home, let them be in view of it. Let them know what is happening, and they will appreciate it. And you will also appreciate that you did share with them. And for those without, I still bring you hope. I still bring you courage. And what I bring you today is hope above hope that Sarah had. Even though Sarah was past the age of childbearing, but Sarah persevered. Sarah believed in God. Sarah held on, kept on, and never let go. So just hold on, keep on, and never let go, because your own miracle, like Sarah, will be here soon in Jesus' name. Right now, my husband is just waiting for me, so I really have to go. I send a wonderful, wonderful weekend to all the wonderful parents and to all the wonderful families out there. And please don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, don't comment to like, don't forget to like this video, because that is the only inspiration I have, and your comments are really important to me. Till I come back to you, I want to say I love you and God bless you. Have a blessed and a wonderful weekend. Stay blessed.